This poor lady is so confused. She's going to her husband, oh, gee, Mike, Carol Burnett really let herself go. And I'm in my late 50s. My very late 50s, I'm 63. Aging isn't pretty, it's tough. I could say goodbye till you're half a mile down the road. My arms just keep waving. I attend Overeaters Anonymous. Shocker, I know. And also AA. I'm not an alcoholic, but they have cookies at the meetings. I also have bipolar disorder, which is way more useful than it seems. Terrific piece of advice for anyone struggling with mental illness. Become a stand-up comic. I'm just saying. Right now. You do this on street corners, yelling at passing strangers, you're a public nuisance. You do it here, you get a dressing room. So what we're doing, see, all my neuroses, I'm just tossing them out like frisbees. Worry, anxiety, compulsion, obsession, pew, pew, pew. I'm like the Oprah of crazy. You get insomnia, you get insomnia, you all get insomnia! I recently got married. I did. I'm so glad to be done with dating. When you're my age, looking for a husband, it's like buying secondhand shoes. Over 50, you can't shop new. There's the seconds, the irregulars, and the returned items. So there I am, standing in front of the clearance rack. It is they look nice, but lots of women have taken them off the rack, tried them on, and put them back. When I'm not performing comedy, I'm just a normal, everyday housewife. I love being married, love, love, love it. I've done it, I don't know how many times. One of my practice husbands was Mexican. And back in the day, 30, 40 years ago, that was kind of a big deal. I had to bring him home to my family, and I come from a very, very white-bread Pentecostal family. Okay, the Pentecostal women were the one with the really tall hair, closer to Jesus. And an interesting prayer hierarchy. If it be thy will and my husband says it's okay, amen. So I explained to my family I'm bringing home a Mexican boy. And my sister, Charity Hope Faith, that's just one person, we're Pentecostal. My sister, Charity Hope Faith, her eyes rolled back in her head. She started speaking in tongues. She laid her hands on me and said, oh, sister, you need Jesus. Which worked out really well because that was his name. He died of a big C, chlamydia. I don't think you could die of that either. It turns out you can if you give it to my cousin Mimi. I recently joined a medical weight loss program at the hospital in my little Michigan town, and I've been in it since August. I've lost 3 months. I tried Thin Mints, by the way. They don't work. I hate the well-meaning things that people say to you when you're overweight. Unsolicited advice. You ever get that? So rude. People walk up to me every day of my life and say, oh, you've lost weight. Have you lost weight? You look good. You've lost weight. Oh, you've definitely lost weight. I have not lost weight. It's someone's way of saying, I remember you fatter. A lady walks up to me and says, your life would just be so much easier if you took off a few pounds. My life is easy. Olive Garden delivers. I'm Shari.